Welcome to Safe Cache. Safe Cache is a brand new product on the market today. When assembled with 6-inch SDR-35 pipe, it will provide a weatherproof, watertight, safe, secure storage cache that can be buried in the ground in any safe, secure, secret location of your choice, and used with no tools required. Just a simple twist of the lid will remove the O-ring sealed cover, allow you to place your items of value inside. And with another simple twist of the lid, it has again sealed, securely weathertight and waterproof. Safe Cache is a kit that is designed to be used in conjunction with 6-inch SDR-35 sewer pipe. 6-inch SDR-35 pipe will need to be purchased locally by the end user at any of your major home improvement stores or a commercial plumbing supply house. A few advantages of a 6-inch cache is this. A 6-inch cache has almost 2.5 times the area of a 4-inch diameter pipe foot for foot. It is affordable and yet still easy to handle, bury using a simple shovel or post hole digger. A 10-foot length of 6-inch SDR-35 pipe, when purchased with our 3-pack Safe Cache kit, will produce 2 4-foot and 1 2-foot caches, 2 3-foot and a 4-foot cache. So for less than a $100 total investment, 3 large useful storage caches can be produced. 4-foot seems to be a very useful length. This tutorial will take us through a few simple steps needed to assemble a 4-foot safe cache. But first, safety is of the utmost priority. Safety glasses, safe power tool protocol, and a well-ventilated area is a must. Remember, measure twice, cut once. Our 4 main components are these. First component is an end cap, a simple end cap that will get glued onto the end of our 6-inch SDR-35 pipe. The second item is our top flange that will get glued onto the other end of the pipe. To be used in conjunction with this top flange is our cover, which will contain an O-ring, and we'll talk about that a little later. Our last item is a simple tray that we will attach some paracord to, and it will be used to drop down into our 6-inch cache when we go to use it and retrieve any items that might have fallen to the bottom of our 4-foot cache. More of that later. Our last 2 items for this assembly are an off-the-shelf 258 O-ring and a small tube of silicone O-ring grease. The main tools we're going to use today to assemble our safe cache are ABS PVC clear cleaner, ABS compatible PVC all-purpose cement. We need a roll of blue masking tape, some scotch tape, 2 pieces of standard notebook paper that we will tape together to make one sheet 8.5 by 22 inches long. It will look something like this when complete. Our last 2 items to be used for this assembly are an old scrap piece of 2x4 and an old shop towel. This shop towel will catch any dripped cleaner or cement, and the 2x4 is used to support our PVC pipe, so when we apply our glue, we don't have to physically lift this pipe up. It will already be propped. Let's move on to our assembly. The piece of 6-inch SDR-35 pipe that we are using today has already been pre-prepared for the sake of time. In it, we've cleaned it, we've cut it square, we've sanded it, we've filed it smooth. A quick, simple way to square an end of 6-inch pipe is to take our 2 pieces of tape together paper, wrap it around the pipe, square up our paper to itself, pulling it slightly tight, and then securing it with some tape. With this paper secured, we'll take our blue masking tape, we'll line up our paper accordingly wherever it is we want to cut, and we'll follow that edge of the paper all the way around, creating a nice straight line. Once this is secured, we can take our piece of guide paper and just slide it down the pipe and for it to be used when we prepare the other end. Now that our masking tape has been applied, and it has been applied squarely, you can take the cutting tool of your choice, either hand or power, cutting this pipe cleanly and squarely following that line, then taking a file or sandpaper or sander, sanding it smooth, rounding the edges, and making a nice, clean, finished surface that has been cut and prepared square. We'll remove our masking tape, and our last item for the moment is to take our clean shop rag with a little solvent and give our pipe one last clean. As a special note, it's very important that we use the proper cleaner and cement when gluing our components onto our PVC pipe. ODI recommends when bonding ABS to PVC to use clear cleaner only. Do not use the purple primer when bonding these products together. Again, use their ABS CPVC PVC clear cleaner, and then also use their all-purpose cement, which is designed for PVC and ABS as well. The first component of Safe Cache we will glue onto our 6-inch pipe is the end cap. It's important that this gets glued on first, and we'll get to the reason for that in a little bit. Again, we have clear ODI cleaner for ABS and PVC. We'll take and prime our pipe first with a little bit of this cleaner. It is very thin and runs easily, so please be careful. Again, apply this in a nice, well-ventilated area. We'll take and prime our end cap carefully, leaning it forward a little bit so that any residue that might run off will run off onto our old shop towel. We'll now apply our all-purpose ABS PVC cement. Being careful to apply approximately a 1-inch bead of cement to the end of this 6-inch PVC pipe. One item of note is SDR-35 pipe must be used with this component. Schedule 40 pipe will not fit. If you're in question, SDR-35 pipe measures a little more than 6 1/4 inches in diameter with about a 3/16 wall. We'll now apply our cement to the inside of our end cap. A little bit more will do us. Now we're just about ready to bond the two items together, but before we do, let's take our rag and wipe up any drippings that might have taken place. Take your cover, your end cap, apply it to the lid like you would with any other PVC component, giving it a twist until it starts to bond and bite as that glue cement takes effect on the pipe and the end cap. With our end cap secured and bonded in place, we now move on to our flange. This bonding procedure is slightly different than our end cap. Again, we will use our ODI brand clear cleaner for ABS and PVC, and with our pipe prepped as our previous instructions taught us, we will apply our cleaner to about a 1-inch wide band around this pipe several times. Again, this pipe has been cut cleanly and squarely and prepped properly. We're also going to apply a little bit of cleaner to the inside of our flange, approximately going up 1/2 to 3/4 of the way up the flange mating surface. We're going to put that aside. With our all-purpose cement, we're going to apply this cement to our pipe and only. We are not going to apply it to our flange. We are only going to apply it to the pipe end itself. Again, a nice 1-inch wide bead of cement. We go around this pipe 3 or 4 times. We'll take our rag. We'll remove anything that might have dripped inside of this pipe, as well as run over the end of this piece of pipe. We'll now take our cleaned flange. Before we install it with our O-ring removed, we will put our cover plate on, and now carefully press it onto the end of our pipe with a clockwise twisting motion. There it goes. With our assembly pressed on the pipe, we're going to carefully and quickly take our pipe and stand it up vertically. We're going to continue to apply pressure to this assembly until it cures for several minutes. We do not want this assembly to creep up off of the pipe. Now that our flange has had opportunity to cure for several minutes, we will remove our cover. To reiterate, our cover is used to help push this flange onto the pipe and hold it square while it cures. We'll remove our cover, we'll take our rag and carefully remove any residual glue, of which we have none. At this point we have a nice clean, well-assembled flange end with no glue or primer or cleaner on the O-ring sealing surface. The second to last item on our safe cache to assemble is our O-ring. Our O-ring is a standard 258 series O-ring, and it will fit into this groove. In this groove we have 8 little notches that bite into the inside of the O-ring to hold it into place. Carefully just take your O-ring, lay it into the groove, letting it find its natural place, and just by taking your thumb, just push that O-ring down into place without bunching it along. Just straight down, push it into place. Find all 8 of those notches, push it into place, and then just take your thumb and take one lap around and make sure it's installed properly. There we have an O-ring that can come out if you smack it hard enough, but for all intent and purposes is in there to stay. After the installation of our O-ring, we're going to apply our silicone-based O-ring lubricant. All you have to do is tear the end off of the 1cc tube and apply it all the way around. Please apply all of the grease. This grease acts as a O-ring preservative. It acts as a lubricant for the ease of installation of the lid and the removal of, and it also preserves the O-ring over the long haul. Once you've applied all of this grease to the O-ring, just take your finger and smooth it out evenly onto that O-ring. Then you can just take your lid and line up the windows and the tabs and the holes and give it a simple little twist, and there you have a sealed, weatherproof, watertight cache. Just a simple turn and this lid comes off. Just a simple application and turn and the lid goes on. Our final item for simple assembly is our retrieval tray. With a piece of paracord, if you have a 4-foot cache, cut off an 8-foot length. If you have a 3-foot cache, a 6-foot length will work. Take one end of your paracord, fish it through the tray, tying a double knot. Pull it tight, take the other end, do the same thing, pull it through, tie a double knot. When finished, you can trim the end of your paracord as you wish. Pull it tight, and there you have our retrieval tray. With our little demo unit here, for sake of time and simplicity, you can put your items into this tray, drop this tray down into the bottom of your safe cache, be it 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot long, 4 foot long, whatever you choose. And if you happen to drop something in there or have small items you've put into your safe cache, you can use this simple tray to lift your items out. A few last notes before we close here, and that is this: any items you put into your safe cache, great or small, of value or little value, it is vitally important that you preserve them and wrap them up in plastic, preserve them with oil and preservative. With our 4-foot safe cache now complete, brief moment or two of review. Just a twist off, just a simple twist on, and you have a safe, secure, weather-resistant, waterproof cache storage system. No tools are required, no screwdrivers, no wrenches, no screws or hardware to rust out, to lose, to drop in the dirt. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and once again, be safe, be secure, and be blessed. Bye-bye.